In this video, we will tell you how you could get ahead of 99% of other people. The tips we will tell you in this video will take you ahead of the crowd, and this has already worked for all the friends I told to. Watch this video till the end and don't miss any tips from between, or you may regret later for not getting rich. Now let's start. 1. Take the short quiz on your current financial status. One important step in being financially conscious is to know exactly where your money is going, down to the cent. Would you be able to pass a quick test on your financial situation? The alternative is to fail miserably. At this stage, we are not making any choices but rather collecting data. Your personal financial information should include not only your assets and liabilities, but also your savings rate, total yearly income from all sources, tax bracket, effective tax rate, account risk, amount of life insurance, etc. What happens to your net income is another important consideration. There is no right or wrong way to handle money, and you are not passing judgment on your spending habits. Making matters worse is when you start berating or feeling bad about yourself. 2. Make a budget that you will actually stick to. The first step toward financial independence is to let go of the idea that a spending plan is a tyrant. It has nothing to do with limitations. It's about taking use of a resource that frees you from the chains of fear, embarrassment, and doubt. Spending money can provide you a sense of alignment when you know you're financially prepared. Expenditure plans that are realistic always put the must-haves first. Things like living costs, insurance, retirement, and education funding are what we're referring to. With these principles in place, you can be certain that neither your present nor your future will be harmed. Adhering to the 80-20 rule is an excellent method for managing a budget. What this implies is that you spend 80% of your monthly money on fixed expenses and 20% on discretionary expenses. Allocate at least half of this amount toward fixed expenses, such as your mortgage and utility bills. You may spend the remaining 30% for your routine purchases, such as groceries, petrol, restaurants, or entertainment. Press the subscribe button and also the like button if you want to know the best tips to stay ahead of the herd. 3. Be ready for unexpected financial storms and fees. Money problems will arise. The question is not whether they will, but when. Life is a journey, and you should be prepared for them. Anything from a flat tire to a sudden loss of employment might derail your financial objectives if you aren't prepared. As a matter of fact, it's proactive to plan for the worst-case scenario. Having a miscellaneous item in your budget allows you to account for unforeseen costs. Setting up a few $100s will ensure that you are not caught unawares by little setbacks, such as an additional trip to the food shop. A fully stocked emergency fund, however, is necessary to weather life's larger financial storms, such as substantial house repairs. You might begin setting aside funds in your budget to accumulate one if you do not currently have one, or if it is insufficient. 4. Don't underinvest in your rainy day fund. An emergency fund is essential, not a nice to have, when it comes to your financial security. It helps mitigate the impact of life's unanticipated twists and turns. The broad, time-bound guideline: try to put away enough money, using your budget as a guide, to cover 3 to 6 months of living costs. A larger emergency fund provides greater immediate protection, but a smaller one allows you to put more money into investments. Your risk tolerance is the most important factor in determining the perfect size. There is no such thing. Please comment below where you intend to store this money. Keep your cash on hand. You should avoid taking money out of your retirement accounts if at all possible. So make sure your emergency fund is easily accessible and penalized free. You may earn interest and still have access to the money you put into a high-yield savings account whenever you need it. 5. Trim the financial extremes. Reducing spending is a great way to show yourself some harsh love and make more space in your budget. Unexpected locales typically have financial slack for the ordinary American. Are all those channels necessary with streaming options? Things like digital magazine subscriptions, streaming services, or app purchases that never get used. Not only can expensive meals rack up, but so do those little takeout meals. An unexpected amount of money might be saved every month by brewing coffee at home. Invest in quality, but think twice before shelling out the cash for name brands. Save yourself the trouble of making frequent internet purchases. Get rid of items that don't add value to your life. That's the point. Making deliberate choices that help you reach your long-term financial objectives is the key. 6. Resolve bad debt instantly. Taking more bad debt directly is one of the worst ways to improve your financial situation, which the crowd does commonly. The guilty parties are obvious. High-interest loans, such as credit card or auto loan balances. They act as shackles, preventing you from making any forward financially. Therefore, let's discuss a plan to pay off debt in order to break those bonds. To begin, you must know the difference between a good and a bad debt. Good debt, such as a mortgage or a school loan with manageable interest rates, may help you take care of your future self. Bad debt, it's the consumer sort, like high-interest personal loans and credit card bills, that doesn't help you out in the long run. 7. Maximize your reimbursement from your employer. Never underestimate the power of your employer-provided perks when it comes to improving your financial situation. Even though they're usually not front and center in a job offer, these benefits might be a game changer when it comes to your budget. Maximizing these advantages requires more than just accepting them. It demands actively comprehending and making the most of them. See what your company has to offer. Benefits such as health insurance, retirement savings programs, stock options, and tuition reimbursement are part of this. You may improve your financial situation considerably by doing any of them. If your company has a 401k match, for example, you should take full advantage of it by matching your contributions up to the maximum amount. A lot of individuals don't know that a financial advisor can assist them choose the best work benefits. 8. Practice consistent saving. Prioritizing savings and investments for the future is one of the most successful ways for getting ahead financially. Imagine it as a steady stream of payments to your future self, guaranteeing that you're prepared for what lies ahead. Make sure to save and invest some of your money before you spend it on bills, food, or that new gadget. Finding a happy medium between living for the now and saving for the future is more important than hoarding all of your money. Just how important is this? For the simple reason that the goal is to amass money gradually over time. For example, you might put money into an IRA, invest in equities, or create an emergency fund. The magic of compound interest becomes much more apparent the sooner you begin. That's all for today. Now you know all the tips to get ahead of 99% of the crowd. Actually, you are average because you didn't know these tips before. If you want to know more amazing tips and tricks to become rich, then do press the subscribe button below. Press the like button also because this motivates us to make more amazing financial videos for you all. You must share this video with all of your friends, family members, and all others for them to learn and improve themselves financially. The rule of personal finance is to help other people as much as possible. That's why you should share this video so that you could help a few other people. Feel free to add a comment below if you are left with any queries or suggestions for us. We are ready to help you out with your queries. Most of the millionaires and multimillionaires today, like Warren Buffett, Robert Kiyosaki, and all that have followed these steps, and that's why they have got rich. They are ahead of the crowd because they have followed these tips and tricks. If you want to be like them, then you must follow the tips we sent you in this video. Nobody could become rich without working hard. You must work as much as possible to get out of the red dress and differentiate yourself from the rest of the crowd. You must adopt better money habits to become rich. We have made a specific video on the best money habits that would make you rich. Click on the video appearing on the right side to watch it. Thank you.